Hello everyone, welcome back to Shangfa YouTube channel. Today we bring you an important update from South Sudan where African leaders are increasing pressure on political leaders to protect peace, release detainees and prepare the country for election planned later this year. This story comes at a very sensitive time as political tension continue to rise across South Sudan. International diplomat, African Union representative, and regional leader are now openly calling for dialogue and cooperation before the country moves toward election. At the same time, new accusations are emerging from Jonglei State, where officials are warning about report of army use mobilization linked to SPLA-IO forces under Vice President Dr. Riek Machar. In today's long-form report, we will break everything down so everyone can understand what is happening, why this statement matter, and what this could mean for the future of South Sudan. Stay with us until the end because this situation may affect the peace agreement, the election process, and stability across the country. Let us start this report with African diplomat speak out in Juba. According to the report, African diplomat gathered in Juba during celebration ahead of Africa Day. During the event, leaders from different African countries spoke about the peace process in South Sudan. One of the strongest messages came from South Africa ambassador to South Sudan, Malodi Samuel Mofe. The ambassador said political detainees in South Sudan should be released without conditions. According to him, this was one of the main resolutions agreed upon by the African Union Committee known as the C5. The C5 is a special African Union group helping South Sudan implement the 2018 peace agreement and prepare for democratic election. According to Ambassador Dr. Riek Machar and others detainees that are still in detention in Juba, they have to be released unconditionally. Well, the CFI is a special African Union group helping South Sudan implement the 2018 peace agreement and prepare for democratic election. The ambassador explained that peace cannot move forward properly if political leaders remain detained while the country is trying to prepare for elections. He also says South Sudan needs open political dialogue that includes all political parties. According to the diplomat, inclusive dialogue is very important because election can only succeed if all sides participate peacefully. The ambassador warned that including political group could increase tension and create more instability in the country. So, the question is why political detainees matter. Many people are now asking why African leaders are focusing so much on detainees, why they are focusing on releasing Dr. Machar. Political detainees are individuals arrested or held because of political disagreement or political activities. In South Sudan, concerns have increased after first Vice President Dr. Machar was placed under detention in Juba. Dr. Riek Machar is one of the key signatories of the 2018 peace agreement that ended years of civil war between his forces and those loyal to President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Many regional observers believe that keeping important political leaders under detention could weaken trust between parties involved in the peace agreement. African diplomats now say trust and cooperation are necessary if South Sudan wants peaceful elections. Without trust, opposition groups may fear unfair treatment during the election process. This is why African Union officials are repeatedly encouraging the government under President Salva Kiir Mayardit and opposition leader under or Dr. Machar. Kiir and Dr. Machar should sit together and solve problem peacefully. The 2018 peace agreement, to understand it, the current situation better, we need to look back at the peace agreement signed in 2018. South Sudan experienced a brutal civil war that lasted for years after political disagreement divided the country. Thousands of people lost their lives while millions were displaced from their homes. The peace agreement signed in 2018 was supposed to end fighting and help the country move toward democracy and national unity. Under the agreement, political rivals agreed to form a transitional government and prepare the country for election. However, many parts of the agreement have faced delay. Important reform, security arrangement, and political preparation have not been fully completed. Because of this delay, elections have already been postponed multiple times. Now the country plans to hold election again in December this year, 2026, but many people still worry whether conditions are ready. African Union representatives say they are now increasing diplomatic effort because they do not want South Sudan to return to conflict again. Abdiwali Mohamed Ali, the African Union Commission Special Representative to South Sudan, say the organization has been heavily involved in supporting peace efforts. According to him, several important African delegations recently visited South Sudan. These include members of the African Union C5 Committee, former Tanzanian President Jakaya Kikwete, and members of the African Union Peace and Security Council. Another delegation known as the Panel of the Wise is also expected to visit South Sudan soon. Ali said this level of attention shows that Africa is deeply concerned about peace and stability in South Sudan. He explained that African leaders are working hard to prevent the country from sliding back into violence. One statement that attracted attention came from African Union representative Abdiwali Mohamed Ali. He said that if South Sudan achieves peace and stability, the country could become the Singapore of the Horn of Africa. This statement was meant to encourage hope and optimism. South Sudan is rich in natural resources, especially oil. Many people believe the country has a strong economic potential if peace can be maintained. However, instability, insecurity, and political conflict have slowed development for many years. The African Union officials suggested that peace could allow the country to grow economically and improve the life of ordinary citizens. Still, many citizens remain cautious because they have heard similar promises before. People now want to see practical action, not only speeches. South Sudan plan election remain one of the biggest political discussion in the country. The elections are expected to become the first national vote since independence in 2011. However, there are still many challenges. Some political groups say the country is not yet fully prepared for credible election. Others worry about insecurity in several regions. Funding shortages are also creating difficulties for election preparation. Disagreement between political parties continue to delay important reform required under the peace agreement that was signed in Khartoum between President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Riek Machar. Because of these issues, some observers fear election could increase tension instead of reducing it. This is why international partners are pushing for dialogue before the election process moves forward. During the same African Day, even Egypt ambassador to South Sudan, Azem Mamdouh Fauzi, also spoke about regional cooperation. He focused on water, security, and the importance of African countries working together peacefully. The ambassador encouraged nations to cooperate over shared natural resources according to international law. Water issues are very sensitive in part of Africa because many countries depend on the same river for farming, electricity, and daily life. Regional cooperation is therefore considered important for long-term peace and development. Now let's move on to our second top story. This is a very important story. This is new tension emerged in Jonglei State. While African diplomats were discussing peace in Juba, another serious issue was developing in Jonglei State. According to report, the governor of Jonglei State accused SPLIO forces of mobilizing army use. This accusation has raised new concern about security in the region. Mobilization of army use can increase fear of violence, especially during political sensitive period. The governor warned that such activities could threaten peace and stability. At this stage, tension remains high and many people are closely watching how both sides will respond. Political observers say these accusations show how fragile the current peace situation remains. Even a small incident can quickly create mistrust between rival groups. Why army mobilization is dangerous. South Sudan has experienced conflict involving army youth groups in the past. These groups have sometimes been drawn into political or ethnic violence. When leaders accuse each other of mobilizing army fighters, communities often become fearful. Citizens worry about possible clashes, displacement, or renewed insecurity in the country. This is why Peace Monitor, an international organization, closely follow report of military movement or army mobilization. Any sign of rising tension can affect confidence in the peace process. Many South Sudanese citizens are now sharing mixed reaction about the current political situation. Some people support the African Union's involvement and believe international pressure could help leaders maintain peace. Others are frustrated by repeated delay and ongoing political disagreement. Citizens could continue to struggle with economic hardship, high food price, unemployment, and insecurity. Many ordinary families say they simply want peace, stability, and better living conditions. Young people, especially, are calling for leaders to avoid conflict and focus on development. Across social media, discussion continue about whether the upcoming election can truly be free and peaceful. Several important developments may happen in the coming weeks. First, African diplomats are expected to continue discussion with South Sudanese leader. Second, pressure may increase for the release of political detainees, especially Dr. Machar and others seven accused that are with him. Third, political parties may be encouraged to restart broader dialogue effort. At the same time, security concerns in Jonglei and other regions will likely remain under close observation. International organizations will also continue monitoring preparation for election. The biggest question remains whether South Sudan leaders can overcome political divisions and move the country toward peaceful election. Here is the final thought. South Sudan stands at a very important moment in its story right now. African leaders are calling for dialogue, cooperation, and the release of political detainees. At the same time, concern about security and army mobilization continue to create tension. The coming month may determine whether the country moves closer to peace or face new political instability. For many citizens, the hope remains simple: peace, stability, jobs, development, and a better future for the next generation. As always, we will continue bringing you more updates and analysis from South Sudan and across Africa. Tell us your thought in the comment section below. Do you think South Sudan is ready for election? Can dialogue help reduce political tension? And what role should African leaders continue playing in the peace process in South Sudan? Well, if you are new here to Changfa YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we have a new update, you can be notified. Thank you for watching and bye bye.